front for the single leg kicks, classical Pilates exercises, but bring your legs together. Now I'm just going to show you where we're going to be working. We'll be working the buttocks and the hamstrings, and you're going to be kicking one leg in here, and you can see here on Steve just how much that works the hamstrings and the buttocks, and then you're going to be exchanging and bringing the other leg in here, squeezing the inner thighs together throughout. Now, if your back doesn't like being in extension, you can leave your head down, resting on your folded hands. Okay, take a breath in as you breathe out, zip, and you've started already, so carry on. So working the buttocks and the hamstrings, and now you're going to add a pulse. So a little 1, 2, and cross, 1, 2, and breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, inner thighs stay connected. And as you can see, the legs don't go back onto the mat, they stay just off. And a more advanced version of that will be what Lorna is doing. And as you can see, she's up on her elbows. She's made fists of her hands, and she's slightly pushing into her forearm, and that actually works the upper arms here. Zipping, pubic bone pushed into the mat, lifting here the whole time. Shoulder blades down, looking straight in front of you. Again, inner thighs connected the whole time, making that nice pulsing action. 1, 2, 1, 2. Breathing in as one leg comes in, out as the other, and make the legs cross simultaneously. Still zipping, still lifting. A lovely stretch for the front of the body. And then slowly relax and roll back down, zipping the whole time to relax. From here, we're going to come up into 4-point kneeling. So pushing back, coming back up onto 4 points. Have your hands directly beneath your shoulders, your knees beneath your hips. Just take a moment to find the natural curve of your spine. Your neck is long. And then as long as you haven't got a knee problem, we're going to come back into the rest position. So take your feet together, leave your knees apart, and slowly lower back. Lower your bottom back onto your heels. If you can, rest your forehead on the floor. If not, you can put a cushion there. And then take a few moments just to stretch out your low back. Use this position, breathing into the back. It's a lovely position to feel the back of the rib cage moving. There's some lovely wide breaths into the back. And then to finish, wide breath in, on the out breath, zip. Now drop the tailbone under, bring your pubic bone forward and slowly uncurl. Bringing your head up, last for the end of workout 1. We're going to start workout 2 with the corkscrew and a few variations. So first of all, think about how you're standing. Feet hip width apart and parallel, weight evenly balanced, knees soft, pelvis in neutral, lengthening up through the spine. You're going to take a wide breath into your rib cage. As you breathe out, you're going to zip, stay zipped, float both arms up, lightly clasp behind your head. Breathe in, shrug up, breathe out, drop down. As you breathe in, take the elbows back, keep the rib cage closed down, and then release a little. And as you breathe out, bring your arms down, your head lengthening up. And now we'll add the variations. So wide breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, zip and float the arms up. This time, as you shrug up, come up onto your toes if you can. And then as you come down, lower your heels and lower your shoulders at the same time. And then on an out breath, release the hands, bring them down by your sides, and we'll add a little knee bend in here, knees going over the toes. Arms coming up, and we're going to go to a side bend. And breathing out as you stretch, in as you recover, out, float the arm up, stretch directly to the side. And breathing in, and then bring the arms up alongside you, and we're going to turn to look over your shoulder. Keep your pelvis facing the front, breathe in as you center, and breathe out as you turn the other way, still zipped, still lengthening, back to center, lower the arms, and we'll start again. Wide breath to prepare, out to zip, stay zipped, and float the arms up. As you breathe in, shrug up, come up onto your toes, breathe out, lower the shoulders and the heels, open the elbows, and then release the hands as they come down, add in your knee bend, and coming back up, and we're going to stretch over to one side, really opening from the waist, and coming back up as you breathe in, breathe out, float the arm up and stretch. Make sure you go directly to the side, pelvis stays central, and up, And then we're going to rotate around, keeping the pelvis facing forward again. Keep lengthening through the spine and coming back on an in-breath. And breathe out, and you're going to go the other way. And coming back on an in-breath, and lower your arms and relax. Spine curls with windmill arms. If you lie in the relaxation position, but bring your feet together this time and place a large cushion between your knees. Now, throughout the exercise, you're going to be gently squeezing this together using your inner thighs, but be careful that you don't lose your neutral position of the pelvis. Make sure that you're lengthening through the spine. Arms just start by resting down by your sides, lengthening through the fingers. First of all, the windmill arms part of the action. Take a wide breath in, breathe out, zip, and then breathe in and float both arms up, reaching down, lovely. And then as you breathe out, you can do a backstroke action. One arm comes back, the other down by the side of you, and then you circle around as you're breathing in, coming back to the start position. Then we're going to change direction. As you breathe out, backstroke movement, circling round, and breathing in as you come back up to where you started, and then just lower your arms back down. Now we're going to add that action to a spine curl. So wide breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, zip, stay zipped, squeeze the cushions, squeeze your buttocks, and curl the spine off bone by bone. Breathe in, float the arms up to shoulder height, and then breathe out and start the backstroke movement. Circling around, breathing in, coming back to where you started. Breathing out, reverse the movement. Breathing in as you come back again to where you started. Take a breath in, take your arms back behind your head, keeping the rib cage down, and as you breathe out, spine curl back down, come into neutral, and then bring your arms back down by your sides. And again, wide breath in to prepare, breathe out to zip, squeeze the cushion, peel the spine off bone by bone by bone. Breathe in, float the arms up to shoulder height. As you breathe out, start the backstroke movement. Breathing in as you circle, make sure the arms don't go past your ears. And then breathing out, go back the other way. Reverse the movement, natural circling movement. Coming back up to above shoulder height. Take the arms back behind you. Keeping the rib cage down and breathing out, you're going to spine curl down and bring your arms down by your sides. Last time, wide breath in to prepare. Breathe out to zip, squeeze the cushions, squeeze the buttocks, peel the spine off bone by bone. Breathe in, take the arms up to shoulder height. Really nice wide arms. Breathe out as you make the backstroke movement, circling round. Breathing in, coming back to where you started. Breathing out, take the arms the other way, circling around. Breathing in to recover. Then taking your arms back behind you, keeping the rib cage calm and not too low, and breathing out, lengthen the tailbone down away from your fingertips and bring your arms down by your sides, and you can stop squeezing the cushion now. Oblique curl ups really work and help to define the waist. Now, the beginner's version, you're going to be in the relaxation position with your hands clasped behind your head, your elbows just a little bit forward of your ears, so you should just about be able to see them. A more challenging version will be for Lorna here. On the out breath, she's going to zip and hollow, double knee fold into the chair position, connecting her inner thighs, connecting her feet, and then taking her arms back, still zipping, lightly clasping behind her head. And then wide breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, zip, stay zipped, and then take the opposite shoulder across towards the opposite knee. And then breathe in, come through the center, and breathe out, and then bring the other shoulder across. And then breathe in and lower back down again. Want to work to keep the pelvis square and stable. Breath in to prepare, and breathe out, and then bring the other shoulder you've just landed on across towards the opposite knee. Breathe in as you center through, out as you take the other shoulder across, keeping the opposite shoulder blade down, and then slowly lower back down again. Breath in to prepare, breathe out, zip, stay zipped, shoulder across to opposite knee. Breathe in as you center, out as you cross over, and then in as you come back down again. Last time, breath in to prepare, out to zip, and slowly coming across, rolling across the shoulder blades to the opposite side, Hold for a second and then slowly lower. We're going to show you two versions of the next exercise, double leg lowers. They're both quite challenging on the abdominals. So, take a wide breath in. As you breathe out from the relaxation position, double knee fold up. And then you're going to cross your ankles right over left to start with. So your knees are just a little bit short of a right angle here. You've made a nice sort of diamond shape. Tuck your chin in and gently curl up so that you're clasping now behind the thighs. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, you should still be zipped. And then as you breathe in, I want you to take the legs away from you just a little way, but staying neutral. Breathe out and bring the knees back towards you. Chin stays tucked in, focus on your tummy. Breathe in, take the legs away just a little. It's a very small movement. And breathe out as it comes back. So zipping here. Whole time, keeping the pelvis in neutral. The more challenging version, Lorna's going to show you. Steve, if you'd like to cross your ankles over to the other way, keep your chin nicely tucked in. And for the more classical version of double leg lowers, Lorna's going to straighten her legs up. They're turned out from the hips, so she's really using her wraparound muscles, squeezing the inner thighs, toes softly pointed, clasp behind her head, and again, zipping, keeping the pelvis in neutral. She breathes in, takes her legs just a small way away. Keep lengthening through the legs, tailbone stays down. Keep your focus down onto your stomach. So it's very tough, this very, very small movement. Legs are straight up, pelvis stays neutral. Last one, Lorna. And then for both of you, beginners and more advanced, fold the knees in, still zipping. Lower the legs one at a time. Well done. For this next exercise, we're going to combine the cat with threading a needle and opening. And for this, you want to be in 4-point kneeling. Hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. And remember the neutral curves of the spine, the nice natural curves, a curve in the neck, a curve in the lumbar spine. So, taking a lovely wide breath into your rib cage. As you breathe out, you're going to zip, stay zipped, curl the tailbone under, let the head relax and round the upper back. Lovely. Breath in. As you breathe out, start with sending the tailbone away from you, come back to neutral, slide the shoulder blades down and reclaim those natural curves. Into threading a needle. Breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to take the left arm and slide it underneath. If you can, bend the elbow and take your head down so you're rotating through the upper body. Breathe in, breathe out, and coming back up. And when this time we're going to open up towards the ceiling, opening up the chest. Only go as far as you're comfortable, and coming back down again. Lovely. Re-find your neutral position. So breath in again. Breath out, zip. Now take your right hand and slide the back of your hand underneath, rotating through the upper body, bending your elbow. If you can get your head on the floor, that's lovely. And then breathe in, breathe out, and coming back up and opening the chest, opening the hand towards the ceiling. Just let your head naturally follow the movement of your arm. And coming back to 4-point kneeling again. Find neutral. We'll start again with the cat and put those movements together. Breath in to prepare, breathe out, zip, curl the tailbone under and round the back. Lovely. Breath in. As you breathe out, send the tailbone away, slide the shoulder blades down, come to neutral. Breathe in, breathe out, take the back of the hand and rotate as you thread a needle. It's like you're looking under a bed. Breathe in, breathe out, and coming back and opening to the ceiling. Your eyes just follow the movement of your hand. And coming back now to neutral. And again, we'll do the cat again, wide breath. As you breathe out, curl the tailbone, let the head relax, nice and wide here, shoulder blades down. Breath in, breath out, send the tailbone away, slide the shoulder blades, lengthen through the spine. Breathe in. As you breathe out, take the hand under and rotate. Lovely. Breathe in, breathe out, and as you come up, you're going to open to the ceiling, just opening across the chest, and then slowly coming back down into the neutral position. The Oyster, our next exercise, really targets a deep buttock muscle, your gluteus medius. For the oyster, you need to be lying on your side. Have your head rested on your extended arm. If you need to put a folded towel here just to keep your head in line with your spine, that's fine. Then you want shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip, knee over knee, and your feet stacked one on top of the other in a line with your bottom. Don't take them too far behind or in front. Now throughout the whole exercise, you want to be lifting from your waist here, keeping the waist nice and long and lengthening through the spine. Okay, take a wide breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to zip, and then you're going to slowly, keeping the feet together, open the top knee. Now you should feel it deep, deep in the buttock. Breathe in and lower. We're going to do 5 on this side, and breathe out and open. Make sure this hip doesn't roll back. Breathe in and lower. Keep lifting, shoulder blades down, lengthening through the whole body, and really keep checking that you're not rolling back here. Feet stay together. So on the out breath, opening the knee. If you're doing it right, you'll feel it here. We're just doing 5 to each side. You can work up to doing towards 10. And that's about 4, 1 more. Still zipping, still lengthening. And relax. Now, a variation on the first oyster is oyster 2. And for this, the feet are going to lift off as well. We're just going to do 3 of these. So breath in. As you breathe out, zipping, you're going to open the knees and you lift the feet as well. Again, check you don't roll here. Breathe in and lower. And breathe out, still lifting the waist, don't roll back. Feet come off, so that's the difference. And lower. And the last one. So you feel this in your inner thighs as well as in your buttocks. And slowly lower. Now, just in case you didn't feel your buttock muscle in that one, we've got an even better one for you. It's called boxes. Now, from the oyster position, you need to bring your knees forward. It's just soft of 90 degrees, just short of 90 degrees, in like a chair position here. Still keep knee over knee, foot over foot, hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. Keep lifting the waist. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, zip and lengthen one leg away so it's in a line with your body, toes pointed. Now you're going to make a box with the leg. So breathe in, breathe out, still zip. Bring the leg in front of you just a little. Breathe in as it lifts, about 6 inches or so. Breathe out, take it behind you, but without letting your back arch, and then lower, and then breathe out as you bring it in front. You're drawing a box with your foot. In as you lift, out as you come back. In as you lower, and out as you go forward. We're going to do 5 boxes to each side. Your rib cage stays down, you keep lifting your waist, you stay zipping, don't lose your alignment. Upper body stays relaxed, shoulder blade down. It's a rectangular shaped box. It's quite a small movement, and just keep checking you're not arching your back. And after you've done 5, you can just bend the knee and relax it back onto the other leg. Well done. So turning onto your other side, we're going to do oyster 1 again. You might like to line your back up with the edge of the mat. So once again, arm extended, head resting on your arm, shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip, knee over knee, foot over foot. Keep lifting the waist and lengthening. Breath in to prepare, zip, stay zipped, breathe out and open the top knee. Keep the feet together for the first version. You should feel it in the buttock. Breathe in and lower. We're going to do 5 of oyster 1, shoulder blade down, waist lifted, keep lengthening through the spine. Checking all the time you're not rolling this hip back. Rib cage stays down. Perfect, I think that makes 5, and now oyster 2, where the feet lift as well. So on the out breath, with a zip, you're going to open the top knee and the feet lift off, making a little diamond shape. And breathing in as you lower, keep checking the hip doesn't come back. Breathe out and lift, opening the knee, keep lifting the waist, shoulder blade down, breathe in and lower. Last one, and breathe out and lift, and in and lower. Lovely. moving on to boxes. Okay, you're going to bring your legs in front of you into the chair position, just soft of 90 degrees, still keeping the joints stacked one on top of the other. Breath in wide, breathe out, zip, stay zipped, straighten the leg so it's in a line with your body and your hip. Breathe in, breathe out, and bring the leg forward just a little way. Breathe in as it lifts, out as it comes back. Be careful not to arch the back, in as it lowers, and out as you come forward. You're going to do 5 boxes on this side. Keep the rib cage down, shoulder blade down, keep lengthening through the spine. Just small rectangular boxes. You should feel it in the buttocks. Just making sure your back doesn't arch. So don't take the leg too far behind. And when you've done 5, you can bend the knee onto the other one and relax. Rolling onto your front now, we're going to show you the star and the more advanced swimming, both of which stretch out the front of the hips. Now, for the star, you want to lie in a star-like position. Feet just wider than hip width apart, just naturally turned out. Arms taken above you, the shoulder blades stay down. You'll probably need to rest your forehead onto a folded towel or a flat cushion. Take a wide breath in to prepare into the rib cage. As you breathe out, you're going to zip, and then leading from the head, lift the head first and then lift the right arm and the left leg just a little way off the mat. Breathe in and slowly come back down again. And breathe out, still zipping here, left arm, right leg are going to lift just a short way off, leading from the head. And breathing in as you come down. Just make sure as you do the exercise that you lengthen through the tailbone. It's a gentle extension here in the upper back. Shoulder blade stays down, pubic bone stays on the mat, hips stay square, pelvis stays square, and think long, long, long through the body the whole time. Now, beginners carry on with this version of the star. For a more advanced exercise, we're going to move on to swimming, which Lorna is going to demonstrate. This is a classical exercise, so you start with the same star action of lifting opposite arm and leg and head, and then we're going to go into a swimming action, zipping the whole time, lengthening through the body. You can see Lorna is scissoring her arms and her legs opposite each other, keep lengthening, her focus stays down, she's moving from the buttocks and the backs of the hamstrings, and she's beating, breathing in for 5 beats and out for 5 beats. In for 5, out for 5, lengthening through the base here, and then slowly lowering back down and relaxing. And now we're just going to stretch out the low back. So coming up onto all fours, into 4-point kneeling, and then bring your feet together, leave your knees apart. If you haven't got a knee problem, lower your bottom back onto your heels, rest your forehead on the mat. Just have a nice stretch for the low back. And then on the out breath, zipping the whole time, you're going to rebuild the spine bone by bone. Coming up tall. We're going to finish workout 2 with a standing series of arm weight exercises. So we're going to stand this time in Pilates stance. Basically, you need to make a small V with your feet, just in natural turnout, using your wraparound muscles here in the buttocks, squeezing the inner thighs together, lengthening up through the spine. Now, first of all, we're going to work the bicep muscles. Now, you can use weights of up to about £5. If you want to sculpt your muscles here, you can use slightly heavier weights as long as your technique is good. So taking a breath in to prepare, out, you're going to zip, stay zipped, and then you're going to fold your arms in, working the biceps, breathing in.